Hey, Mark, and it was good having you in yesterday, and I really want to compliment you on the progress that you are making. Seeing a lot of good things start to evolve with your golf swing. On the right was where you were back in June when we first started, and about a month later now, a little over a month and a half later, we're going to see some good change. Now you'll notice your initial move away was club going a little bit on the outside, taken back mostly with the hands and forearms, and a lot of face rotation initially with extension above your shaft plane. And then from there it was a lift upward, which got you long and more of a vertical swing plane instead of working more around your spine angle and using your body pivot to take it away. And now your right shoulder goes down and under and your hands go more in, and you can see how the club stays on the line, and as a result of that, the pivot is much more centered. You're not moving off the ball as much, and there you are at the top of your swing. You notice the club is not as long. You notice that the little window between your forearms is much smaller in comparison, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Upper arms are staying more connected to your core. Your body pivot's doing the majority of the work and directing the arm swing and the club going back. Your initial move down is improving. You got a little more lateral bump instead of starting to turn early. The turn early was causing the club to kind of spring a little bit more on the outside, and you can see the difference in your shaft plane right here. It's right on your forward forearm, and this one is starting to drop in between the two. So you're getting a much more shallow delivery position. You can also see it in how quickly you're popping off of your back heel, where now the lateral motion is shifting the weight to the forward side, and then the heel's coming up as you start to move into your extension, which is the way it should be, which is giving you a much better path going through the strike. This is more of a open early, causing the club to spring a little bit outside to in. You see how quickly your hands are disappearing, going across your body instead of getting extension out. See how the shaft is underneath that original shaft plane. We're on the shaft plane going through the strike for a longer period of time, which is excellent. And this area we can actually improve upon. I'd love to see you get a little more lateral bump, a little more extension out, and as a result, the shaft is going to come out a little bit more on your shoulder plane. It'll come out more in that range instead of as around as it is currently. So those are areas that we'll continue to work on to improve, and that's going to give you a little bit more of a path where the ball can begin left of your target and turn over with a slight draw instead of getting that pull path. All right, so we continue to work on the same things. I like what you did here in this little, actually that's not you, this little drill. How did I get this guy in there? Where's the videos here? I think this might be the one here. That might be the one there. All right. That is ideal right there. And this was more of a practice swing, but you'll notice the difference of how the club goes up and lifts, and the difference how the handle stayed in and the upper arms stay connected as the pivot works back. So as a result, now your right arm is right across your shoulder plane. So your arm swing and your body pivot synced up perfectly right there. So that is ideal. You keep on working on these basic feels, and it's going to help you really get an established backswing. Notice the difference in the leg action as a result of that. You see how much better you pivoted here with your hips. It allowed for your lead knee to start working more towards the ball, which is excellent, instead of the lateral slide like what we had going on in a lifting motion. So you didn't really get a lot of turn and coil right here. It was more of an up arm swing. And then there's your initial feeling with the bump. And that's when you start to dig your left elbow a little bit deeper, and that starts to really shallow the club in comparison to how it springs on the out right here. So we keep on working on these things, and you're going to start to get a great delivery of the path that's working more this way versus coming in at a very steep angled approach like that. All right, until next time, happy golfing.